Well, hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about Spirograph Symmetry. A Polish mathematician figured out how to create delimited curves. That means equal spacing between curves in the late 1800s. And this gave rise to the spirograph toy that's so popular today. Drawing toys based on gears have been around since 1908. The spirograph itself was developed by a British engineer, Dennis Fisher, and first sold in 1965. Today, what we're going to do is create spirograph-like images on the computer using Adobe Illustrator. So the first thing I would like you to do is open Adobe Illustrator, and then we're going to go to File and New. We're going to name it Spirograph Symmetry. And we're going to be working on an 8.5 by 11 page. So 8.5 inches wide and 11 inches high. And then click the blue Create button, and that gives us a nice page to work with. Now, the first thing I would like you to do is notice that in your toolbar, I want you to go down to where the fill box is, and I want you to make the fill none. In other words, there should be a red diagonal line in that top box. The stroke color, the bottom box, can be any color that you would like. I'm going to suggest a dark color because we're working on a light page and it'll just show up better. The other thing I'm going to suggest is using a 1-point stroke. So if you go to Window and you click on the word Stroke, your little stroke box comes up, and just make sure that it is set at 1 point. You can set it a little darker later if you would like, but it's a good starting point. Then what we're going to do is go to the Shapes tool, and we're going to select Ellipse tool. It's one that looks like an oval, and we're going to click one time on our page, and our width we're going to type in 0.5. And for our height, we are going to type in the number 6 and click OK. And that gives us a long sort of skinny oval. And I'm just going to use the black arrow tool or the selection tool and move it kind of towards the center of the page. OK. Then what we want to do is we want to go to the Rotate tool, double click on the Rotate tool, and where it says Angle, I want you to type in the number 20. And then instead of clicking OK, I want you to click on the word Copy and watch what happens. It makes a copy of that oval at a 20-degree angle. And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep clicking on the Rotate tool. It's already set at 20, and click Copy. And we're going to continue to do that until we have a complete revolution of ovals going around to create a circular-like shape. And it's going to be very pretty, almost like a flower. Okay, so now you can see that our ovals are completely equally spaced, and it looks very beautiful. The next thing I would like you to do is to select these ovals. So I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control A. Control A is select all, and then group them. Control G for group. Then what we're going to do is go back to the Rotate tool, double click, and instead of 20, we're going to type in the number 15. And then we're going to click Copy. And that made a copy of the whole group of spirals. And if you'd like to change the color at this point, you can. And we're going to double click again on our oval tool. It's already set at 15. Click Copy, and again, we can change the color if you would like. There's still not quite even spacing, so we're going to do it one more time. Double click on the Rotate tool. It's already set at 15. Click Copy, and we can go ahead and pick a color that we would like. And if I click off, now you can see I have this beautiful symmetrical piece of art. It looks very similar to a spirograph-like image. It is symmetrical. In other words, if you were to draw an imaginary line down the middle, the left and the right would look the same, or the top and the bottom would look the same. I hope that you enjoyed this project, and you might want to try to experiment with other shapes like rectangles and things like that. You might be surprised at what it would produce. When you are finished, you want to save your work as an Illustrator file, but in case you would like to add it to a slideshow, you want to go File, Export JPEG. I hope you enjoyed this project, and please share with me some of the beautiful spirograph-like symmetrical images that you have created. Thank you.